Sitting Bull was born in 1831 in Grand River, South Dakota. His real name was Jumping Badger, but had received the name Sitting Bull from his father as a teenager because of his bravery in combat. Sitting Bull became a well-known and powerful Native American Indian chief. His skills as a warrior and respect earned from his people led him to become chief of the Lakota Nation in 1868. Sitting Bull won many battles for the Sioux. He was best known for defeating Custer and his army at the Battle of the Little Big Horn. Sitting Bull was a medicine man, or holy man, of the Hunkpapa Lakota Sioux, who were being driven from their land in the Black Hills. He took up the arms against the white man, refusing to be transported to the Indian Territory. Under his leadership as a war chief, the Lakota tribes united in their struggle for the survival on the northern plains. Sitting Bull was very successful as he increased Sioux hunting ground. He was fearless in battle, was generous in rise, had an exceptional war record with enemy tribes, mastered the sacred Lakota mysteries, and was a medicine man, or the holy man. In 1868, the Treaty of Fort Laramie was signed between the American government and the Native Americans. This treaty stated that the whites would stay off certain areas of Indian land. It was the mid-1870s when gold was discovered in the Black Hills. This was sacred land to the Sioux. The American government broke the treaty and invaded the Native American territories, but the natives still stood in the way. Quite a few battles against the settlers occurred. The white man then started killing their buffalo and the Sioux ways became impossible, so some chose to go to the reservations the white man had set up for them. But Sitting Bull still refused to give up and defeated their land. He stood his ground and thousands finally joined him in his courageous ways. In 1876, at the Little Big Horn River, General Custer brought in troops to take over that area. He and his troops were overwhelmed by the number of Sioux and Cheyenne warriors led by Sitting Bull. General Custer and his small army of a little over 200 were defeated by thousands of the Sioux and Cheyenne tribes. Because of this victory over General Custer, Sitting Bull knew they would not survive the force of many U.S. soldiers that would now be sent in. So he gave his men a choice of staying on the reservations. There, the white man had set up across the border with him into Canada. After 4 years in Canada, his people were starving, so he was pardoned and returned to the United States to a reservation as a prisoner. He later joined a Buffalo Bill traveling show. After a while, he couldn't believe what he was seeing with what the whites called civilization. He returned to the Indian reservation in the Dakotas to be with his people. He had quoted, "I'd rather die an Indian than live a white man." He was later shot and killed by police in 1890 on the reservation because they thought he would start trouble again with the new popularity of the ghost dance and what it stood for, which was aimed at restoring the Sioux ways of life. Sitting Bull will be remembered for his great courage and stubborn determination to resist white domination.